Mr. President?
I got an emergency, Rick.
Another president mission?
Rick and the president have this weird relationship where they're kind of friends and kind of enemies.
They have the closest thing that either of those guys could call a friendship. If anyone were to ever admit, like, oh, we're supposed to just be friends, then it would all fall apart.
You riding shotgun or you staying butthurt?
Suck my dick and lose my number.
They can't quite handle relational relationships.
When I call you directly, it's an emergency.
I was in therapy. Don't stigmatize mental health.
Rick looks at the president as a guy who, like Rick, has a lot of shit on his plate.
Didn't want to waste our time. Okay, let's do it. Therapy me.
I don't think Rick lives in awe of the president and vice versa, but I think they can relate to each other because no one else can relate to them.
Can't date my shrink.
What? Bro, you're not.
And don't date my shrink.
I'm not dating your shrink.
I remember us talking in the room a lot about what if Rick's best friend and Rick's therapist, who Rick definitely trusts, started dating each other? What if those worlds collided?
That either means that they're going to become closer with each other than you, and now you've been excluded from an intimate space, or it's going to go poorly, and now you're going to have two people that dislike each other that are both very close to you.
Call on the chopper. I'm being cock-blocked.
The interesting thing about this episode that we haven't done before is the rogue hive mind. It's funny when you're on professional work calls talking about what color the vomit should be and how much vomit there should be and who's vomiting in whose mouth. And you lose sight of how disgusting it is. While you're drawing it, it just becomes pen and ink brush strokes. You're not thinking of, oh yeah, I'm drawing a giant mouth monster vomiting and flooding the streets. Fun episode.